Hello and welcome to IK Photo Reviews. Today we will take a quick look at the 2012 Mitsubishi Colt. This is a compact hatchback that competes against the likes of the Nissan Note, Toyota Vitz, Mazda Demio, among others. The production of the Mitsubishi Colt was stopped in 2013 due to dwindling sales, and it was replaced by the smaller Mitsubishi Mirage. Here in Kenya, the aforementioned competitors have managed to outsell the Mitsubishi Colt significantly. Before we find out more about this car, I would appreciate it if you would kindly consider subscribing to the channel for more informative content on cars. You can also kindly support the channel. I'll leave the details in the description box. So this Mitsubishi Colt was built on the Mitsubishi CZ platform, and as I said earlier, its production was halted in 2013 due to a reduction in its sale in most markets. In other markets such as Taiwan, it is still being produced. This car is also available in a state version known as the Mitsubishi Colt Plus. With around 650,000 shillings, you can get yourself a good Mitsubishi Colt. Earlier models like the 2008 to 2011 are more affordable. You can drive away one from around 400,000 shillings depending on the mileage and overall condition of the car. In terms of the insurance, it's 7,000 shillings per annum for the third party, while for the comprehensive insurance, I got back 3 quotations from 3 different insurance companies. Remember, it's the 2012 model. The lowest quotation I got was 22,750 shillings per annum, and the highest was 30,875 shillings per annum. There was also a quotation of around 26,000 shillings per annum. The average of these 3 quotations is around 26,500 shillings. This is just to give you an idea of the premium you may be expected to pay for a 2012 Mitsubishi Colt. Moving on to the engine options, there are 2 petrol engines that are naturally aspirated, a 1.3 litre and a 1.5 litre. There is also another 1.5 litre in the Ralliart, but this one is turbocharged and is tuned for performance. The 1.3 litre produces 94 horsepower and can sprint from 0 to 100 km per hour in 11 seconds, while the 1.5 produces 107 horsepower and can sprint from 0 to 100 km per hour in 9.5 seconds. The 1.5 litre turbocharged, on the other hand, produces 148 horsepower and can sprint from 0 to 100 km per hour in 7.7 seconds. The transmission options on offer are either a CVT or a 5-speed manual. This car gets front ventilated disc brakes, and at the back it gets drum brakes. The Ralliart, on the other hand, gets disc brakes at both the front and the back, with the front ones being ventilated and the back ones being solid discs. The fuel consumption for the 1.3 litre is around 18 km per litre on average, and around 15 km per litre for the 1.5 litre on average. The 1.5 litre turbocharged in the Ralliart can achieve around 13 km, again that is on average. All these figures will depend on how you drive as well as how busy the traffic is. As for the fuel tank, it is around 47 litres. The ground clearance is around 155 millimeters, which is slightly less than the recommended ground clearance of around 165 millimeters. So if the car is not loaded, then it may not have any problems, especially if you mostly tend to drive on tarmac road surfaces. But if the car is loaded, then it may slightly scratch the underside of the car. Expect to part with around 6,000 shillings for the minor service, which will be done after every 5,000 kilometers, and around 14,000 shillings for the major service, which should be done after 10,000 kilometers. The amount you spend will depend on the quality of parts you use as well as where you service the car. The Ralliart will cost more to service because it's slightly complex. Being a performance car, it has a turbo which requires strict maintenance. The carb weight of this car is between 975 kgs to 1100 kgs, depending on whether it is the station wagon or the hatchback, as well as whether it is front or all-wheel drive. Some of the extra features you can get with this car include fog lights, alloy rims, an infotainment screen, and an electric tailgate exclusively for the Colt Plus, which is the estate version. It's a simple and basic car, so it doesn't have many features, which is okay for the price. Let's now talk about the exterior design. I think it's just okay, if not plain. It's not striking in any way, it's just a simple, inoffensive car. The interior is moderately spaced, just like most of its competitors. Some variants come with a bench seat at the front row, so a child can sit in between the driver and front passenger. At the back, the space is just enough for passengers with moderate height. The boot again is not that big, but considering the size of the car, it's just okay. A big suitcase and a few other smaller items can fit there without a problem. The back seat pieces can be flipped forward, then the backrests can fold down into the floor to create more room for luggage. So there you have it. This is a good car. It's reliable. It might not age as well as the Vitz or the Honda Fit, but still it's a good dependable car. Take good care of it and it will not disappoint. The fuel economy is not as good as something like a Honda Fit hybrid. Mitsubishi did not offer a hybrid version of this Colt, but still the fuel efficiency is good, especially in the 1.3 liter engine. If you need more space, then get the Colt Plus. It's an impressive value for money. You get the practicality of a small estate at a very reasonable price. If you want something fast, there's also the Colt Ralliart that is tuned for performance, but not that. You will have to be more careful with its maintenance. So would you go for this car instead of something like the Honda Fit, Mazda Demi or Nissan Note? Let me know what you think of this car. As for the spare parts, they are affordable and easy to find in Nairobi. That's it for this review. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy. See you in the next video.